Hey everybody, this is Sunless Studio and we're officially live for our second session. I actually decided to name this dragon Tundra's Majesty because he'll be kind of walking around the tundra and he owns the place. That's kind of how it is. Keto, hello Keto, Mr. Husbando. Hello, and thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you and all your support very, very much. I was just explaining to Keto that I made some adjustments and changes to the interface on pretty much just like my normal streaming, like here. And also, I made some changes to the starting soon. You might have seen like the animated star, and just the animated starting soon. And I've just been playing with After Effects. Basically, I'm learning how to use After Effects in other ways, which is how I made my transition stinger. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I don't like using like pre-made assets. I like to make my own stuff just because it feels so much more exciting. Thank you.
Amazing work.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I can't believe it's been a year. Your live stream has come along such a long way. Amazing work. Thank you. You are so sweet. I appreciate you. I've been working on it a lot. I'm really trying to get things, looking a little bit nicer and stuff like that. I know that, there's really, it's really hard to get things like looking pretty professional, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been a lot of changing things and adding features and things like that. So now we've got our little hand cam. This little cam shows us the paints. And I'm gonna go ahead and start putting paint on my palette. I decided to use one of my I guess it's like a latex matte. I used to use them as paint palettes until I realized that this kind of thing happens here. Like you can kind of see the residue of the paint, but it's still pretty economical. It's professional. Thank you. How are you? I'm trying to make things, a little bit more appealing. There we go. Chill theme. Oh, perfect. So let's see. How does the camera do? Does it lag terribly? Or is the camera off? No, it says that it's live. But I'm starting to question that. It says that it's live, but oh, you see, it is extremely laggy. And I mean extremely laggy when the snow is going. That's so strange. I wonder why it's like that. Can we see stuff like normal? Like when it's not laggy? I'm wondering if it has something to actually do with possibly something to do with my phone itself. Because I didn't ever use my phone until last time to connect, to be the connection between my camera and my computer. Usually, it's better because I use my tablet. But let me just check to see, is it a better connection now? No, it's very, very laggy still. That's really strange. The hand cam doesn't lag, if that helps anything. Yeah, so I'm wondering, I'm actually wondering if it's because I'm using my alternative phone to be the main camera's connection to my computer. So I'm thinking that I might actually bring in the tablet. On the tablet, which is placed on top of the refrigerator. Sounds crazy, but I put it on top of our refrigerator. Kiddo, would you mind helping me out, potentially? I appreciate you very much. I can go get it myself, but I do have to get up and go out, which is fine by me. Just, you know, because I know you're chillaxing right now. I don't like asking for help, but you tell me to ask for help, and so I shall, right? Yeah, so I think that it has something to do with that, because, yes, Keto to the rescue, yay, thank you. You are wonderful. So I'm thinking, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to connect, oh my, there's children's apps. That's not what we're looking for. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and close everything. Go into app lock service, and I'm going to turn off the main cam. Okay? We're going to disable app it out. Okay, 5 hours. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna try something else. We're gonna use the tablet like we normally do for the main cam. I'm thinking that it has something to do with my phone acting as the in-between connection, because normally it's this tablet that I have right here, but I've tried to kind of minimize the screen and try to kind of have something a little bit more mobile. But yeah, it's unfortunate that is probably the issue here. We'll find out. We'll find out as soon as this thing connects. We're getting it. Dragon Gate 2. We're gonna connect it pretty soon here. Pretty soon.
What's this music from?
This one, oh, Keto. It is from, let me think. This is a mix. This is a crossover between
I see your Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright. It is
okay,
Phoenix
that's
Wright.
why I was like, what is that?
It's like Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's a crossover game I've never played. All right, so it should be connected now.
There it is.
That is
Oh,
still lagging.
no, wait.
Still lagging, but it's better than it was. And I think that it's because I have 2 different cameras going at once.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to do that when I have this cam on. Possibly.
That might be the real reason, yeah.
I do think it's the culprit.
I do declare.
I do declare, but I also think that that connection with my old phone is no good. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this so that tablet can fit, and then it can be my way to access the chat because I have not been looking at the chats. That's okay.
Objection.
Objection. Alright,
The
well,
streamer's clearly not looking at the chat.
this is very silly. I just like to have things functioning and working, see, because they work just fine when I test them.
When you start broadcasting it out to people, it just adds that extra layer of strain.
It does. Yeah, that's exactly it, Keto. That's absolutely what it is. And, yeah, it's unfortunately how it's gonna be, I guess. But at least you'll be able to see me mixing paints, right?
Yeah.
That's fun. That's pretty fun thing. Yeah. So this is cyan, this is cobalt blue, this is ultramarine. There's our blues. I'm gonna start with those, then we're gonna get into the reds. Naphthol rude. Actually, I think I'm going to keep just the blues because when I do the underpainting, I do only like to do, like, I'm starting to do just the kind of mood colors. So just kind of like, see how I added like a teal here? I think that's all I'm going to focus on tonight. Which is a good thing. I'm really focusing on the values. anything left over I can use on my commission painting that I'm still working on, but almost done.
Yeah, you made a lot of progress in that.
Nothing's almost done.
Almost.
Almost. I do declare. I was trying so hard to get Samurot's head shape right. There's a Pokemon called Samurott. And he's got the shell head. And you know, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his shell head.
Right.
But it's but it's like, you know, it's weird shaped. And I have to paint it. So that's, you know, it's not an easy shape to get down because it looks kind of like
I want to paint your Waylon.
Yeah, his exactly. Well, it's not even just that. It's so strange. You have to look at his 3D models because a lot of his artwork, like people's artwork of him, is like off model.
Oh.
So it's really difficult to weed out like what is legit and what's not. Like what is his real head shape. I didn't have that starter in 5th gen. It wasn't my 5th gen starter. My 5th gen starter I got Snivy. That was mine. And yeah, so I didn't know really. Okay, just probably gonna. I hear a sound. Oh,
My bad.
is that your?
Yeah.
Is that your leg twitching?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I was like, what's that sound? Okay. Very cool. Let's do a little bit of
It's funny because of the lag or whatever. Sometimes you'll see your hand like doing the painting and then
right,
and then
it's
also doing the paints at the same time.
It's so odd, right? Like I thought that would probably be a problem when I started it up, just because of the desynchronized cams. Because which one comes in first can really vary depending on a lot of different factors, but yeah, so I'm thinking I probably want to darken this up quite a bit. Aquatic ambience is perfect for this. It's very good. I added tons and tons of tracks to the playlist. It may not seem like it right now, probably because we've only heard a couple of new ones, because I have kept all the old ones in addition.
I think it's caught up a little bit more now, actually.
And so?
Yeah.
It's still lagging a little bit.
Just a little bit, but it's not like completely off like it was.
Yeah. I wonder what I could do to help that. I wonder if there are other things.
Is it because the hand cam is so beefy? Because when it was smaller, it didn't do. I don't think, did it?
That is possible.
I do like the beefy hand cam though, because now I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, it should be broadcasting the same signal no matter how much
I like to
it
see the paints on there. I think it's kind of cool actually to watch them get mixed up and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
See by eating some eggs too. I like eggs.
Yeah. I like eggs. I like to eat eggs.
Dude, I was thinking I want to have some scrambled eggs.
Darken this up. Yeah, I mean, you bought 1 million eggs. So.
Did buy a bunch. They were on sale for like 88 cents for 18 eggs or some crazy crap like that. Poor chickens.
Poor chickens.
We gotta get good eggs.
Rest
We gotta
in
have our
peace.
own chickens.
We're going to have our own chickens one of these days. We're going to have and chickens.
Yeah, we gotta buy a coop. And we gotta get some chickens.
That is on our objective list. We have a lot of objectives that we're going to tackle.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
We've both been kind of lagging a little bit, like the last maybe week or two of the year.
Oh yeah.
But we have been saying that we were gonna get our act in, our butts in gear, but I think we have been the past couple days. You definitely have been. You've been painting out in the living room and everything. And today
I gotta get that stuff done, man.
Yeah, I
I got a scheduled pickup for January 3rd.
No, that's good though.
There's no getting around it now. I already paid for the label and everything.
Oh wow, so you're really almost done with it then, huh?
It's coming, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I quoted January 3rd. That's when it's going out to its new home.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Why?
Today I got to work on my own stuff, and you know, I felt good about that. I spent a lot of time doing it, and I was actually excited to do it for a while. I mean, we've been sick for a little bit now.
Yeah,
And you know, I don't know, for me, I just start to feel like I'm not doing anything. I get down on myself a little bit, but today it was nice to kind of have a little bit of that fire again. It's like, it only is like a week or so, but you forget that you have like this certain drive and energy about yourself. Like, you know, when you're, I don't know, going throughout your day, there's just certain things that motivate you and get you pumped up.
absolutely.
And I like forget those things exist when I get sick.
Yeah, when you get sick, you honestly have to let yourself, you have to take time for yourself to get better, because you have to forgive yourself for feeling under the weather, because you're only human. You can only do so much. Yeah. It's all right. It's all good. Tundra's Majesty. All right.
This is gonna be a cool one.
I'm excited about it. He's a really cool dragon. It's supposed to be icy cold.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. I have pictures somewhere of the iciness, like these icy lakes and frozen stuff. So I might want to look at those. They might even be on this phone, possibly.
Oh, this painting is so nice. This and that one that you're working on, but this one that is for the commission. That is really nice.
Thank you for your kind words, Keto.
They're gonna be happy with that.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, it's so nice. I mean, it's amazing, really, that you do that. Yeah, it's nice.
That's so kind of me, though.
Scissor looks like he's gonna choke me. He's like Scissor's like 3-dimensional. He looks like he's ready to come out and slice me up with those crab hands.
I don't understand.
That's okay. Nobody was talking to you.
That's alright.
It's alright. I wonder if that came through.
If for some reason the tablet comes alive sometimes and
Yeah.
it acts like it's listening,
That's hilarious.
it's kind of terrifying because I don't know what app is actually causing that, and it doesn't do anything else. It just replies.
It's a virus.
It's scary.
Yeah. I'm not a virus. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. We know. Don't try to fool us.
I see you, Alexa.
All right, so we've got over here on the paint cam. Here's my phone, and then I'm gonna go ahead and look for. We're gonna look for pictures of like frozen lakes, because I had some reference photos, but I don't know what I did with them. I got them so long ago. All right, frozen lake. Frozen lake. Reference photos. Oh, so gorgeous. Here's a gorgeous picture of a frozen lake. You can't really see that all too well, but this is a good. That's a good photo. That's definitely photoshopped to look better than it is. And I know that because I was actually kind of snooping around at that stock website, and that's just what they do. Also, I found the assets that they use, so
These are cool. I should make one of these my Zoom background for work.
they're pretty. Look at these, man. They're gorgeous. We're gonna make a frozen lake. And here's what I see. I see a gradient that goes from light to dark, top to bottom. So, oops, I'm flinging paint everywhere. Everybody watch out!
The danger zone.
Paint goes everywhere.
For my poncho.
Right. There's a reason I wear an apron in here. At least I try to, anyway.
Pretty clean considering.
Yeah, it gets messy, but it's, yeah. I put a tarp down if I'm working on everything out in the, outdoors, or, you know, out in the living room or wherever. Definitely need a lot.
I love that you can be mobile with the painting now. It's really cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And having my own, okay, so like, I have, on my palette, I have it like strapped to my body right now.
Right.
Anybody who might be interested in something like that. I actually got an artboard, if you've heard of an artboard, where like it looks like a massive clipboard. It's so huge.
Really is just a massive clipboard.
It's a massive clipboard, and I drilled 2 holes in it. One is in the kind of like close to the middle, but a little bit higher, like maybe 2/3 up the way on the, and I'm right-handed, so it would be opposite if you're left-handed. On the right side of the board, about 2/3 of the way up, and maybe about a 1/2 inch in, I drilled a hole. And then on the bottom right-hand corner, and it's actually just a couple inches up the way, but it's like pretty much the bottom right-hand corner. I drilled another hole about a 1/2 inch to the edge. And then I bought myself some cool little tablet strap. It's a strap that's designed for like keeping your tablet or your mobile device or something strapped to like the back of a car seat or something. That's what it's marketed as. It's got 2 clips. It's got like these little things that can fasten through the holes. You just gotta puncture them through those holes, and then it's got little clips attached, and then it's got a strap that's adjustable. And then I just kind of put that around. It's just one strap that goes around perfectly around my body, so I can carry my palette without having to hold it or anything. It just rests against my body. I don't need to do anything. Super fabulous.
Yeah, it's definitely a creative setup, but it actually looks like it works really well. Even with the phone hooked up on and everything's pretty neat.
I need a lot more white paint, like a lot. Yeah, the setup is just, it's cool because I can have like both of my hands occupied.
Yeah.
And be totally fine because my palette is right there, it hovers with me. It doesn't actually hover, but you know, might as well. It's pretty cool.
I'm liking this dumb phone.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
Keto, tell people about that.
Really enjoying that. You just got a old, typical brick Nokia phone, and shout out to Mint Mobile because they
Going back to our roots.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a hassle like getting it set up. Actually, it was more difficult than I thought it would be. They build it to be simple, but it was definitely not working properly. But after that, shout out to Mint Mobile because I paid $130 for I believe 12 months of service. So that's like 1 month with Verizon for us because we have Verizon as well. And so far, I've only had it for half the day. The service is amazing. Like, and we don't live like directly in the middle of the city. I mean, but we're not in the sticks either. But I was really surprised at how well it works. And there's something about having one of these little Nokia phones that doesn't do everything on it, but just has like just some more functionality. Like, remember back to when you had one of those phones and it's like the browser didn't work very well, it's kind of clunky. Now they have all that stuff figured out, so like navigation, even like some YouTube videos, it actually works, and it's kind of cool as like voice to text, or talk to text. So like if you're trying to use the little keyboard, you don't have to, you can just talk into the phone. And it's really cool. It has Google Assistant, your email on it, but that's it. Like outside of that, you really don't have anything else on it. And it's pretty neat. I'm actually so far really enjoying it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you just got it in today.
Yeah. Keeping my other phones, I have an iPhone as well. I'm keeping that for now, mostly because I have a contract with Verizon. but
Yeah,
also
it's
just
important, yeah.
and I do like to have a device for when I'm at home and I'm relaxing. It's nice to have something that's around.
Yeah, but the temptation of like going online and binging like whatever like all the time,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right.
or like going on social media and getting trapped down the social media never-ending scrolling, or looking at the terrible news articles. The news is always bad.
I know. I really like this one, and it's really cool too because I don't know, just the fact that the service works well. I just was not expecting the service to do good.
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to be a mess.
That's because we're so used to how the old phones actually did function, which was like total crap.
I just meant even like Mint Mobile's phone service.
Oh yeah, we've never even heard of Mint Mobile until now, right? Like,
yeah, it's
it's
really good service.
Good. Yeah, it's good. He was actually testing it today. Called Gammy Loves Robin, and
yeah, and it worked great.
Yeah.
In our neighborhood, for some reason, if you're in the driveway and you don't have Verizon, usually your call's gonna drop. Like, it's just, it's so weird. Like, the driveways in this town have like a dead zone in them or something like that. I don't know if they put something under the, probably some weird thing or something under the concrete or something. I don't know. But, probably. Just kidding. But it's crazy because it never works. But this Mint Mobile, I'm just out there talking on the phone, clear as day. And it has Wi-Fi calling too, so if you have Wi-Fi in the house, you can hook it up to that.
This was not sponsored by Mint Mobile, by the way.
No.
I don't have any sponsors.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey Ryan Reynolds, if you wanna, give us a deal. No. No, definitely not. But just a genuine shout out to him because I'm actually really impressed with it. I've used other like prepaid services before and they all suck.
For sure.
Like almost borderline Christmassy music with the.
This ain't Christmassy music, but
No, I guess not. I just heard the bells going on for a second.
pretty intense. It's because it's actually in a massive like bell tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's in
guess.
Sky Tower.
Oh, okay.
In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue, where the music is slightly better than Red because it's on the DS instead of the Game Boy Advance. It's the same game, but one is made for the Game Boy Advance, and then the other is made for the DS.
Got you.
It's interesting because
the
they
music.
released them at the same time because so many people didn't transfer over to the DS at that time. Like myself, I didn't have a DS, but my brother did, and he got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue, and I got to play it.
You're like, whoa, I need a DS.
This was one of my, I actually really wanted one, I just didn't have any money.
What did they go? How much were they coming out?
I don't remember. It was a couple $100, I think, at that time.
What were the Game Boys back then? I don't even remember. I was always too young to actually buy one myself. My parents always got me that stuff, so I don't remember how much they were.
I remember seeing the Game Boy Color for $60 when it was still kind of...
I think that was 60. I thought the Advance came out for like 99, and I think the SP was like 120.
Yes,
I can't believe I just remembered that.
You did.
That's
crazy.
That's
actually completely accurate.
Yeah.
From my recollection, anyway,
Wow,
here and around these parts.
That was weird. It was in my brain somewhere. Way
It
deep.
was. It was, in the archives.
The archives pulled it right out.
Yeah. I'm letting my palette get real messy. You can't really see the whole thing because it's cutting it off. Yeah, the brain archives.
I remember when the 120 price point came out. I think that one was a little hard for my parents to start to come against, like $120 plus. My dad got it for us, and me and my older sister both got one, so it's $240.
Yeah.
And then some games, and that was back in I don't know, early 2000s, right?
Yeah, I mean, our parents did never really. I mean, they bought us the first Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color, and then from there on, my brother and I had to basically just save our money from like doing the ranch work or even just like give money from our grandmother or whatever. We would just use that for our stuff because they kind of stopped buying us like games. I think they were worried that
the video
game like addiction or whatever. They were like worried about that stuff. Of course, we still really liked video games. So.
Yeah, video games were pretty cool.
Yeah. Look where that got them.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. I think back then it's crazy that, you know, there were people that I would be interested to see what my perspective was back then. Like if I was an adult, like, you know, 30, 40 years old, and or even, you know, our age now, and looking at the video games and thinking, like, what would my thoughts be? Would it, like, I know for me personally, like, I think some things are getting a little too, like, immersive, right? Like, I think, you know, VR is cool, but I think it's good for, like, video games, but, like, when you're always in there, that might be something different. But I wonder what our parents were thinking, like, when they saw, like...
At that time.
Yeah, like, when they see these games come out. I know, like, for sure, a lot of parents, when they started seeing the violence in the games, were like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like, really bad. Like, way worse than it actually ended up being.
Yeah. Yeah, but, even though my parents never really got us, like, violent games, they were still worried. And then my dad, he went through this phase, I think, because, you know, of the person that he married who was really pretty against it, the video games. He went through this phase where he would, like, ask me if I wanted something for Christmas, right? And if I said a video game, he would not get me that video game, right? Or anything like related to it. Instead, he would get me something completely different that I didn't even ask for. And he got me, like, one time he got me, like, a dozen picture frames, or like 20 or something picture frames for, I don't know why. To prove a point, I guess. But he would also try to get me video games that he would actually get me video games, but he would shop for ones that he thought I would hate. So you know what I did? I played the heck out of them. I 100%ed those games, and I know everything about those games. Like,
so name one of the games that you did.
Back at the Barnyard for Game Boy Advance.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was it good or not?
No, but I still 100%ed it.
Back at the Barnyard.
You remember that like that really stupid 3D animated movie with the cows? It's really, really poor animation. It's
I think so.
pretty
It rings the bell.
pretty poor animation. You
That
got
one's not-
Otis the cow.
Yeah, it's all sounded familiar.
He's a dude cow, but he's got an udder, so you know.
Yeah, this sounds like something I've seen.
This hideous weasel character. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason it's not fine. I'm not finding it in the archives, and that's probably because
It wasn't
it's
good.
very deep. You know?
It was a bad movie, even for back in the day. It wasn't a good movie. It just wasn't. It was like low quality. It was like low quality, even for the time that it was released, which is kind of insane. Like, and it got massive. I don't even remember who made that, like Paramount Pictures, I think. I can't even remember who was responsible for that monstrosity.
EA Sports.
Brought to you by EA.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look it up, but I don't have a real phone.
Oh, I can look it up here. Who is responsible for the monstrosity of Back at the Barnyard?
Right.
Back at the Barnyard. I'll show you pictures on the cam. Alright. Oh my gosh. It was released in 2007, but the animation was very, like, low quality, poor.
2007. Isn't that like the same year as... When did Monsters Inc. come out?
I think it was way before that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that movie
Yeah,
was
that
clean.
was pristine, and the animation was beautiful, and the animation in this was actually pretty poor. You would assume that it was made by some, back at
That's because Pixar is king.
Barnyard Movie, or maybe it's just called Barnyard Movie.
That's Back at the Barnyard.
Yeah, I thought it was Back at the Barnyard. No, it's just called Barnyard. 2006. Production company, there we go. Entertainment. We've never heard of them, but for some reason it's got really popular.
Is that the same people that did Jimmy Neutron? Where they go, oh. Remember?
I don't think so. But I know what you're talking about because it does do that, but I'm pretty sure that's a different production company. I don't think that
I think
old
they
sounds
were making
related.
My Man Neutron.
Maybe. There's Back at the Barnyard. There they are. Right on the...
Oh, disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Game
I
Boy
remember
Advance
these
game
ones,
for that.
yeah.
It was so bad.
I'll leave it to Nickelodeon. Good
Oh,
for
come
them.
on. Yeah, they adopted it because they
Yeah.
wanted to make a TV show adaptation.
Yeah, that movie was
Yeah.
terrible. I mean, I never saw the movie, but the characters are terrible.
Somehow, the TV show had
Maybe I
better
did see it.
quality than the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It was that Back at the Barnyard, the Barnyard movie was everywhere, dude.
I remember seeing a show. Was there a show?
Yes, there was a show.
On Nickelodeon.
That was the Nickelodeon one.
That's what I've actually seen
Okay.
it before, and I didn't like it.
It was bad.
The
But it
show?
was still better than the movie.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was still better than the movie.
Not
Somehow.
possible.
Somehow,
It's an
some
atrocity.
way. I know, it's incredible. Truly.
Raises me when people make money on stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, we made $4 million on Back in the Barnyard. Like what?
For sure. Oh my gosh, stop. You're so funny.
Good job.
What?
You can get us a job doing
Yeah.
the animation. I'll do the voice acting. Moo. And then
I
you'll
just-
do the...
I just learned After Effects today. I'll take over the studio now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You're qualified.
For real, that's how it is, man. So,
You need someone to be one of the lead people. It'd
truly.
be perfect.
Yeah. Confident. So confident. Here we go. Just kind of filling in the snow for now. We're gonna have this, like a nice little frozen lake right here.
Somebody's here to visit.
Ah. Well, welcome. Welcome.
On the street.
It's not a podcast. This is Keto. Here.
I am Keto.
He's a guest.
I think it's gotta be somebody we know. Sure, it's
It's
probably Rin or somebody like that.
It's not always. He's not always. Yes, but sometimes he is.
Yeah, I had to come in and take a look at the snow dragon action.
Yes, Keto is my husband.
It's true.
I married that man.
Oh. It's Luna.
Oh my gosh!
The
Hello.
unexpected guest.
Lunarity, thank you so much for being here. As always. Hello, hello.
Welcome to the live stream. 'Tis me indeed. I hope you're feeling alright.
To me. Yeah, how are you feeling? I hope you're doing well. Not trying to put your business out there. I was wondering.
We're putting your business on the
I
spot.
was just wondering.
Millions of people are gonna wonder what's going on with your business.
Exactly. We're just chatting about that awful barnyard movie, and that's pretty much.
I don't think Heidi's gonna know what that is.
Oh, maybe she will.
I mean, I barely knew what it was. I don't know.
All right, we gotta get a deeper tone here. We're just gonna kind of mix this right here, the curve out, and the just make a big old mess. That's what we do, and it works. It's fine. It's out just fine. Things work out just fine that way.
Just fine.
It's a little too saturated, I think, but that's okay. Fine, just fine. How dare you ask me about my business on this stream? I'm feeling a bit better, still not 100%, but good enough to play. Beat Saber.
You're
Oh,
basically all best
nice.
friends.
Well, that's great.
That's the key marker for health.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
Is that a VR?
I don't. Is it? Oh yeah, I think it
Is that VR?
That stuff's pretty cool.
Beat Saber.
If you can play Beat Saber, you're all better. It
I-
gets pretty intense. And that's what I'm thinking it is. Is that the one where you like? Yeah, it's gotta be. It's the one where you chop up the things that float at you.
People? Oh
No.
no. I'm kidding. That was awful. We're scaring people away now.
I'll chop you in the bits.
Stop. You know I started it, but you're funny.
Yeah, that's the she kind of looked like she was skiing when she was playing.
That first part. Oh, and that first part was sarcasm to clarify. Oh no, we know you're good. Yeah, it's the video I sent you guys of my mom. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I'm on like hard level, and I can do some expert. Ooh, expert! Wow. I end up pretty sweaty, so it's some form of exercise. Oh, great!
It's definitely exercise. I've seen people play that. It's definitely moving around and stuff.
That's great.
It's way better than just sitting there, for sure.
Listen, I have no sense of rhythm,
standing,
so I'll bet you I could.
The fact that you're standing right away, that's already something. Then you're moving your arms.
At least VR has that kind of stuff. I'm worried that I would get super like motion sick.
Probably.
I am extremely sensitive to that kind of stuff. I'm just one of those people. One of those people.
She's one of those. I mean, you can't even really stomach the first-person games. So.
It's really pathetic how little I can actually handle.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be. It was crazy. This kid at work the other day, he was showing me his Oculus he just bought. And it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. He's got a cool case with it. And he was playing the Half-Life.
Full life consequences.
No, it was like the third Half-Life or whatever, the one that everybody was waiting to be released, and then they released it in VR. Half-Life Alex is what it's called. And he was like, I love it. He's like, you put noise-canceling headphones on, you put a hoodie on, and like close the hoodie up, and then put the VR. He's like, you can't even tell you're like in anywhere else. It's crazy.
That's incredible.
You have to duck and dodge things too. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Some games make me have more motion sickness than others in VR. Dude, I wonder if there's gotta be a way to fix that. We'll look back on this in 10 years and be like, you remember when people used to throw up playing VR?
Yeah, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna implant some inner ear thing that changes your ability to read. Because that's what the problem is the disconnect between what your inner ear is telling you and what you're actually visualizing.
Yeah.
And that's what they think. That's just what they think. They don't know that for sure.
Well, that's isn't that the same phenomenon behind getting car sick? Like your body doesn't.
That's exactly what the problem is. It's motion sickness. It's all related. Yeah. That's exactly it, man.
I think the problem could be solved maybe just by making the glasses, I don't know, not so like big and bulky on your face like that.
No, even if there's something up to my face, it's gonna cause problems, I'm pretty sure. I haven't even done it yet, I'm just guessing. I get a problem too with just the first person games, I mean, you know?
Yeah.
How are you gonna fix that, really?
Oh, let me get my phone. I don't have it. She sent me a video of her playing expert mode.
Oh my gosh! How'd you get it? Was it a video of you in the headset? Sort of like, yeah, some games make me more motion sick. Others on the air, such a video. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. That's gonna be fun to watch. That's gonna be fun. How exciting. Keto will be right back. Oh, I do love this music. This is Kirby.
Oh, is this the inside of your headset? You can record what's going
That's
on?
what I was wondering, is the way that she said it reminded me
She
of...
just sent me, look at this. It's
Yeah,
just like
sent you a recording.
video of the actual
Yeah,
thing.
you can get... Yeah, that's the thing. It's cool, right? Of course they have to add that feature. For sure. Hello, it's me, Smoko. Hey,
how
it's
you
for
doing?
me and Prospero. Hi, and welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. How are you guys doing?
I think this would make me sick.
So
Good deal.
Keaton's here.
Sorry, I'm looking at some VR
He's
footage here.
he's looking at some interesting VR stuff from his sister. His sister.
How long can you play this, Luna? I
We're
probably
getting
would make it halfway through this, so I'm getting a headache just watching it. It's pretty cool though. I mean, this if they make something where you're not motion sick, this is pretty awesome. And if they just keep
Sounds
making this
awesome.
better and better, I mean, it's definitely funner than most things in life.
More fun.
Well, it's funner.
More fun than.
I'm sticking with funner.
The English teacher in me is coming out. I'm not an English teacher, but you know, there's one in me somehow. Don't say fun. My eyes actually start to hurt. That's the main issue for me. Well, hello, Ming Smoko and Prospero, brother Prospero. Hope you guys are well today. I am painting a tundra landscape, and that's what I'm doing currently. I'm getting a little aggressive on the canvas because my paint's getting a little bit more dry, so I'm just kind of, you know, pressing it deep into the canvas crevices. I have made some changes to the layout a little bit, but I am having some connectivity issues with my main cam, so it might be a little bit choppy. I think that there are some things that I can do to kind of help it run a little bit smoother.
With this game, Luna, do they let you pick your own music, or does it has like preload music on it? That's so cool. That's definitely a workout. That's intense.
So, Bing Smoko says, hey there to you both. We just got done having my cousins over. It was a blast just to chill, but we're a bit burnt now, so heading to bed soon. Oh, that's completely understandable, yes. Get some rest, don't worry. But I'm glad that you checked in. Hey, it's always awesome to have your company. For real. For real, for real. It's always nice.
Yeah, it's definitely nice that you guys got to stop by.
Yeah. The show.
You know, with the Oculus thing, I was hearing that you can hook it up to your phone, and then while you have the headset on, you can pull out your phone, and it'll actually project the screen inside your headset when you open up your phone, so you don't have to take off the Oculus. You
What's
just
that?
basically pick out your phone, turn on your phone like you're going to use it, and then it shows you the display inside your thing. It's insane. The thing is really cool. It's
That's
crazy.
very cool. It's
Yeah.
very, very tempting. I don't think I could really do it, but
Oh.
it's incredible technology. We're really living
It's amazing.
in the age of technology.
Well, you can add custom songs illegally, and then you can buy song packs, and it also comes with some Donna. Songs, not Donna. Comes with some songs. I got you. Yeah, that's how I recorded the footage in the app. Yeah,
Your
that's
painting
really
looks awesome as usual. Glad to hear both your voices. Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
We're chilling. I was glad to see that Keto was gonna come over and chill. See, cause he's not been feeling all too good.
No, none of us have been.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than I was. I wasn't even doing that bad, to be honest with you. I got a little bit sick, and since the last live stream, if anybody has any recollection of that, I was talking about how I was coming down with something, and I definitely did. And the next day, I did feel like at my peak, like worse. But it has gotten better since. Yeah, I'm like almost 100%. Pretty much. I'm like really, all that's really left is just kind of like this lingering back of the throat, sometimes slight like fever breaking feeling and achy bones a little bit, and then it just comes and goes and it's mostly gone. It's almost not even there. I just kind of have that like soreness in the back of my throat, slight kind of like, it's not all too bad. Doing quite well, considering how sick our daughter got. She got really sick.
She's doing better too, though.
She's like almost completely 100%. But
She was in such a good mood today.
She was in such a good mood. Yeah, she was such a super helper. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you about what she did. I went out in the backyard for like a minute, not even. I like went out there to drop something off in the compost and then come back in. And when I came back in, she said something. It was so cute. She said, "Welcome home, Mama." And then she said, gosh, I don't even remember what she said. She said, "Welcome home," and she was super excited about it, like as if I had been gone for ages. I literally just went out there and came back. She said, "Welcome home, Mama." And then she said, I don't remember what she did. She congratulated me or something. It was really cute.
Congratulations.
She didn't say congratulations, but it was pretty close. It was something like that. It's one of her things that she does kind of a lot, but like only when she's in a really good mood. It was super, super cute and adorable. But anyways, Pink Smoko, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your kind words. I am just working on the underpainting right now. It doesn't look like it because I'm actually adding some hue to it, but I thought maybe that would actually help to add a slight hue to it, because a lot of professional artists use a little bit of hue in their underpaintings, and it's definitely not something you can't do. Just as long as you use a heavy body paint in tandem and completely cover the gesso. That's the idea. It's definitely not against any kind of, you know. So let's go ahead and cover some of that, because I don't want that whole leg to completely stick out like that. Your post said she told you she was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. She was
proud of you.
I had to put it. I had to post it on Facebook before I forgot it, because it was such a precious thing, and I knew I was gonna forget exactly what she said, because I always just forget the exact verbiage of things. I just always do. So I had to put it on Facebook. It was so funny. She said, "I'm so proud of you," like to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was so cute."
Yeah.
She is so cute. It's like, it was such a random thing. I was like, I literally was like, you know, barely awake. I'm like, I need my coffee. I go out to the compost, drop off the coffee grounds. And I came back, and that's what she said. It was so cute. Adorable.
We still have to pick up the toilet.
Oh my gosh, we do.
Yeah.
We need a toilet.
I'm just looking at my stuff that I need to do, and that's one of them.
We've got the leaky
tank. I cracked the tank when I was trying to. Oh, I was replacing the seat, I think, or something like that. No, I don't know. I had to take the tank. Oh no, I had to fix the insides or something. I had to clean the tank, take the tank off to do it, because I replaced the innards. That's what it was. The innards.
The innards.
Yeah, I had to replace whatever the heck that's called on the inside of the tank, and
the mechanism, the flushing mechanism.
Yeah, and when I tightened it back up, of course I cracked the thing because I tightened it too much. It was really easy to crack too. I was kind of surprised.
That's crazy.
So, what are you gonna do?
Right?
Well, it's not that expensive. It's like $100 for a cheapo one, and what's expensive is having somebody install it for you. So we were looking, and it doesn't seem very.
We're gonna like try to install the toilet on our own.
Yeah. So basically, we won't have a toilet in that bathroom anymore. But no.
We're gonna ruin everything.
It's gonna destroy it. But we watched the video, and it looked pretty easy.
Doable.
Considering what we thought you would have to do. I mean, I'm not saying it's like super easy, but it wasn't what I thought replacing a toilet would do.
Right. Totally. I love you.
I love you too.
This music is ridiculous. I guess it's the second part to what I was listening to. From, Cocorico Village? Can't remember. I added, or wait, no, this one is, Hyrule Field. I think they just kind of tacked on. I added a whole bunch of music to the playlist, but I didn't listen to all of it the full way. And I guess they kind of tacked on, like, the enemies chasing you. Or, like, P-hats, I think? Music? The P-hats are a flying enemy in Ocarina of Time in Hyrule Field. And they're really horrifying looking. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go over a lot of this snow. It's white.
I think I'm gonna try to get some more work done tomorrow since I have off again. Just a little bit. There's some things I want to work on. Yeah. Just a couple things. Felt really good today. It was really nice to feel somewhat healthy-ish and like be productive
Right.
on stuff that's just not my actual job all the time. Like
Exactly.
my own projects and stuff. I feel better than anything, you know, when you can get your own personal stuff done. You do stuff for like your employer or whatever, you're like, ah. Yeah. When you do stuff that's like your own project, it's really rewarding.
Totally. Oh yeah, I live for that stuff.
Yep.
You know how I do.
You know how I do. Dough.
Though. Hey, you guys should check out, well actually I think a lot of you already have seen it, my recent progress on my commission painting. Super exciting.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice.
I gotta unhook it from this, easel. I have a second easel, it's a travel one, and it's pretty gosh darn cool. But,
You want me to take that phone for you?
Whoa! Whoa! Got it. Alright. Perfect. I'm gonna squeeze a pass here. I don't have as much room in here as, you know, you might assume. But so far, this is the progress. I haven't shown the stream this progress yet.
It's nice, yeah.
It's a little bit smaller than the painting that I'm working on right now. But yeah, like right now I have a lot unfinished. I'm working on the Samurott over here. I still have to finish up that scissor. It's got kind of like a lot of white on its face that I used to, it's too desaturated, so I need to saturate that a little bit more. And I kind of want to redo the Mega Blaziken's face. And then I also have to go over the tile and everything like that. And the Pikachu in the center and add some additional details. I'll probably be working on it a little bit after the stream tonight so that I can get a little bit more done today and then tomorrow too. I want to do that in the middle of the day. I didn't in the middle of the day today. Ooh, looks very nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I have been trying to get it done as much as I can. It isn't quite there yet, but I have made progress. I wanted to work on it more today, but my daughter was in a more rambunctious mood today, so I really just played a lot with her. I don't know if you heard me,
Yeah.
Keto. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was running around outside with her, and like her energy today was never ending. But that tells you that she's doing better.
Yeah.
She was super sick, and now she's doing well enough that she wants to chase me around the yard and, you know, play. And, you know, ride up on my shoulders and, like, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a good sign.
She has a lot of energy to play, and she's really back to her normal self again. So, yeah, it's really good sign. Good sign. Right. Shall continue this underpainting. I kind of want to add a bit of a darker tone right here, maybe even with a little bit of magenta. I'm gonna go ahead and orient the camera a little bit so you guys can see the big mess of paint right here on the canvas, on the whatever this is called, on my palette. Here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a darker tone here. I'm gonna achieve that with some magenta. I always twist my brushes. I twist the paint into them because that's the best way to blend the paint. Nobody ever teaches you this stuff, so I'm here to teach you.
There you go.
Because I did color theory and I've taken plenty of art classes and they don't teach you anything. I literally did this on my own and found it to be incredibly helpful.
Isn't it crazy, like little intricacies like that never get like written in textbooks or anything like that? Like it's all kind of missed. You have to have somebody pass that stuff down to you.
Sometimes just learning that stuff from someone else is like just
Or experience.
better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just better.
I'm gonna get myself those eggs I promised myself. And
Yeah.
I will be in the chat though. I'll watch for a
Yeah.
little while until I fall asleep.
Yeah, so Keto's about to dip from the stream, so
Well,
it'll just
I'll
be
be on the
my
chat.
yeah, it'll just be my lone voice. But you know, I'm happy to talk my shit.
Ooh, I like that you put the curse go out. Thank you.
Oh yes, Chris Kazan. He ordered the cool calendar that Chris Kazan in a nutshell is selling. They sell like this cool merchandise, which is super nice and awesome and beautiful with their art. And he got their cool, like, they've got this really nice calendar that they're selling right now. It's like a calendar for 2022, but it's also got like, it's like the eons. I'm not really sure. I didn't get a good look at it, but it came with this cute little postcard looking thing. And it's just a dinosaur. It's like really pretty because it's like on black cardstock and it's printed and it's got like this embossed gold look to it. It's so pretty. So that just came kind of extra, not really expecting that or anything. It wasn't really part of the order or anything like that, but I just thought it was really nice. So I put it up on my wall so that when I walk into my workshop here, I get to see it. It's very pretty. And it deserves a place on my wall. It sure does. Yeah, we are. I think that if I get this cyan and mix it with some more of this, I need more white on my palette once again. Oh, I'm blowing through it, but that's just how I do in the underpaintings. It just takes a lot of paint. It's ridiculous how much paint it actually takes. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. get too out of hand with it though. We don't need to get too crazy with flipping or anything. Alright, and then the cyan. I want to make it a little bit darker up here with some cyan. And a little bit of ultramarine. Very nice. There he is, my Brewster from Keto. Yes, the Keto has right there. Yes. Enjoy your popcorn? Was it popcorn that you were going to get yourself? No, it was eggs. Why did I forget? You already had your popcorn. So funny. Yes, this is so zen though. Like, oh my gosh. Painting brings me joy. Yes, it does. I have to get there we go. There's our snow effect. Perfect for the music too. Snowball! Yay! I wonder if stopping this cam is gonna help this cam get picked up. Super interesting. Yes, so that lovely little brick wall, that little edge, well, there's my ad, right on time, right on cue. That little corner cam is designed so that it's going to have like a whole bunch of... Will you give him bread? Will somebody give the duck bread? He's asking for bread, you guys. Somebody give the duck bread. Anywho. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, that corner cam. There it is! Yay, Lunarity! You gave him bread. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. You actually totally did it. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. That's awesome. That's so funny. It literally doesn't do anything else. It just feeds the dog. he likes it. Nothing happens. N is for nothing. Literally nothing. No, I'm actually working on it. I figure I would add something eventually. But at its current state, nothing happens. There's something I had in mind though. Like maybe you would get attacked by a duck. Like the Cuckoos from The Legend of Zelda. It'd be funny if he came up and a tear was coming out of his eye. Aww, like he's denied the bread. I figured I could do like an attack, like a sound, the sound of like clapping wings, right? Like just wings, like, and then it says, user was attacked by a flock of ducks. The duck left to ask someone else. And then it continues to appear because it's part of the slideshow. Oh, it's too much fun. It's too much fun adding stupid stuff like that. I mean, expect more of it because I'm not done. I'll never be done. My insatiable appetite for adding really wacky stuff is insatiable. That would be funny too. Yeah, I gotta add something. And can't just be for nothing. Yeah. This has to be like the edge over here. We're going to add all sorts of brush strokes to define that edge there. Yep. Look at the snow. You know, I'm not a landscape painter, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying so very hard to learn. So, just to be able to see some progress is kind of great. I'm really trying to learn. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's fun. I feel like I just have to like do stupid stuff like that. It's one of the really fun things about streaming is just to be able to kind of make it your own, you know? Alright, so we kind of have like this frozen lake here. It will have a nice little reflection in it as well once we really start filling in more of this. Alright. So let's see. How's that going? Alright, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and restart the server so you can see me mix the paints whilst I paint. That way you can kind of see both things going on. Alrighty. Now if I add black and blue together. Yeah, here we go. Black and the blue. Gotta fill in like all of this tree stuff here. So one of those things in the slideshow that sometimes shows is is like an old painting of mine. It's actually my first commission painting that I ever did way back in 2010. It was 2010 when I did that painting. It's got like a little shy guy in it, and yeah, it's got a little shy guy in it, and a star, and a Goomba, and a mushroom, and I came across it when I was looking through my photos on my computer. I actually came across my old 3DS photo. I took that picture with my 3DS like forever ago. Kind of crazy that I still have that in the archives. I managed to come across it and find it after like so long, you know? So long. Came across all sorts of things. Even pictures of an old digital painting that I worked on ages ago. There's this really old digital painting that I made that was that I didn't even finish actually. It was so sad. Something happened to my netbook that I was working on where the operating system stopped working, and I lost all of my progress on that picture. I couldn't find it when I was trying to recover files, so I had to just kind of give up and restart my computer, but it was something that I worked on for a long time. It was a Charmeleon that was shiny, and I worked on it. It was a digital painting that was in Paint Tool SAI. That's how I made it. Paint Tool SAI. And it was one of my, like, one of the paintings, one of the things that I really buckled down and really tried to do my best on, but it was unfortunate because I didn't know that my operating system would just kind of completely, like, die. Like, it just stopped working. I really shouldn't want to start off first. I want to say his inner wing. His inner wing is probably a good choice. In here. Places to begin. And quiet, because this does takes a little bit of concentration. Not a ton, just a bit. Really gonna get in there and then wide stroke out. And kind of go back and forth to cover all of those little notches. That's the thing that I don't like. There is a thing that I don't like about painting on a canvas, is literally the canvas texture. I think a lot of people like the texture, come to appreciate it, but it can really be an enemy, and it can really be a hurdle to overcome. The first thing that I ever painted on that was like super smooth and it was nice was Bristol board. It's kind of like it's almost like a smooth cardstock meant for drawing, and I painted on Bristol board before, which isn't normal. In fact, I somewhat don't recommend it because it's it gets kind of warbly. It doesn't handle the water all too well. The moisture that is in the paint, it kind of like makes the page a little bit wobbly. It just doesn't really handle the water all that well. But a lot of people also watercolor paint on Bristol board, so it can't all be that bad. But also the strange thing about acrylic paint on Bristol board is how much weight and texture is added to the smooth surface. It's so strange. It really makes the page or the Bristol board like almost like double thickness because you're painting on it, and the acrylic paint, it paints hard. It dries hard. So it's like this, the paint's like this, well, like acrylic. I mean, you know, what are you expecting? But yeah, like it's just, it's an odd texture to be on a page like that. It's really not recommended that you do that, but who's stopping you? I sure didn't stop. Yay! Snowfall, thanks, Moko! Have a super good night. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with, and bringing along for Sparrow. Thank you guys so much for coming over and chilling. I am just kind of chatting about painting while I paint. It's pretty simple. Oh my, There goes the ramp, I guess. Hold on, we can get this figured out. So I have the snowfall, if you guys haven't noticed. The snowfall is it's only 30 seconds now. It used to be for a full minute long. I changed it up a little bit because of the potential RAM that it eats up. Not really sure how much it really does, but it was hard on stream last time, so I shortened it to a 30-second thing. And I updated the information just to kind of help out understanding that, I guess, the clarity, the transparency, I should say, of what you're getting when you redeem those points. I was also looking into starting a Gumroad for things like commissions, because I've been getting commission inquiries constantly, and it's really, really nice, but I'm not really a huge fan of just exclusively using something like PayPal to handle my payments and to handle my purchases and all of that stuff. It's I like to have a nice system that actually keeps really good tabs on everything I need it to. So I will be making a Gumroad. I actually did make a Gumroad account, so it's already squared away. It's just a matter of listing things at this point. So I'm thinking of really adding my stuff on Redbubble once again. I already have a Redbubble, and I need to really start focusing on stuff like that as well. Because my little shop can't handle everything. It can handle a decent amount of stuff, but certainly not everything. Underpainting is going to work out quite well, I think. If I don't show myself. It's one of my favorite tracks. Kirby. It's such a good track. I'm really bopping to the music. You guys can't see it, thankfully. It's pretty silly. McQuacken! Hello! Welcome! Thank you so much for stopping. Hey. Let's show the palette, the crazy palette that I have going on over here. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of wacky looking. But there's my palette. Hello, McQuacken. Hi. How's everything going? How are you feeling as of late? Yeah. Yeah, Grinch. Yeah. Well, it's good to see you. Oh, whoa, my phone's going off. What's happening? What's this? My don't know. I have so many notifications, I don't even know what just happened. So weird. Oh well. Yeah. I think I can actually make that quite a bit darker. I have gotten a little bit more quiet because this does take quite a bit of concentration. All these little brush strokes are quite a bit. Hey, Sunless Studio, I'm Keto Squared. How's it going? I'm still sick. Tested positive today. Oh no. You too? Yikes. Yikes. Everyone's got the COVID now. Like it's pretty much gotten everybody. So I have a question. Do you still have your sense of smell? Or does that go away with like most people? That sucks so bad. Like seriously, we've got family, they've all got it. We've all been sick, and like our at-home tests aren't saying it. So, but the same thing happened with some other people where the at-home tests didn't give a positive result, but going into the doctors, they have like better tests. And I said, yes. You lost your sense of smell. Oh man. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah. I don't have smell or taste. Oh no. Yeah, I've been hearing that's pretty much like 70% of cases at least have that. And the people that I've known who have gotten it all lost their sense of smell and taste. And over here, we all got sick, but we all have our sense of smell and taste. All of us. Even my daughter. She talks about things with smell, and she talks about taste. And with even her limited vocabulary, she's able to, you know, tell me that. But yeah, so I think that we got something else. I think so. That's so awful. I hope that you're doing okay, you guys. Like, why? Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're all sick, but we don't have that. I'm rather certain. None of us are feeling all too well, but it's pretty certainly not that. It sucks so bad. It sucks horrible. It's just horrible. Well, I hope that you guys feel better soon. I mean, I can't believe that. Like, literally everybody is sick right now. It's so awful. And the COVID is, like, the scariest, too, because that's, like... Well, it's obviously the pandemic, but it still causes, like, all these other weird problems. And, like, long-term things. And it's just really kind of freaky. It's just kind of freaky. Yeah, well, I'm sorry that you guys are not feeling good. I'm worried about you. My old friend, one of my best friends, she... I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick. Oh, the face worked on the stream chat. Oh, that's funny. It's kind of crazy to put something right up to your nose and smell nothing. Yeah, I am kind of afraid of that. I don't like that idea at all. Like, I don't want COVID at all. It's just, it sounds so tragic. I also heard that it does some things where it changes some stuff around too. So like, even things that you can smell with like a potent smell will smell completely different too. Like they don't like, it's almost like your sense of smell rewires itself too. Like, it's so bizarre. I keep doing that now. That's so strange. Yeah. Keto thinks that we have had COVID or that we have COVID. I don't think we ever had COVID. And that's just one of my reasons for thinking that, because I don't think any of us have ever lost our sense of smell or taste. We're all quite schmell. So, I mean, the debate's still there. It's just we tested negative at homes, which might not mean that much. Anywho, I wanted to mention a friend of mine who I worked with for like 5 years. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And don't let this, what I'm about to tell you, dissuade you from that. She is quite a wonderful person in my book, except she was kind of on the anti-mask boat. And that's not a hill you want to die on. She was basically one of those COVID deniers who basically said it's all a hoax, the hospitals aren't actually filled with people. She's kind of preaching this for a long time, by the way. And now her and her entire family is infected with COVID, and she's been admitted to the hospital. She's there for 4 days. She's back home now, but she has been talking about how miserable she's been non-stop. That poor woman, I feel so awful because she had been going out and doing all these really huge gathering things, almost in a defiant kind of way, with her family, and it's so sad. I adore her to death, and I just don't think that anything like that should happen. It's sad. Yeah, I think the lack of taste and smell lasts for a few weeks too. It's horrible. I love the pickled beets. He's a good boy. Yeah. Keto, are you enjoying your delicious eggs? Huevos. We're pretty positive Quaxper has COVID too, but he hasn't been tested yet, but he still has his senses. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it can happen. Like, it can happen where you can still smell stuff. I never got my booster, but I've got the 2 base shots, like the 2 base vaccines. And I got those, like, when did I get those? 7 months ago? So I'm definitely due for the booster, but I'm not really sure when I can get that yet. Like, if I can get that yet. What I'm trying to say. Go. Then we're gonna go ahead and mark this over here. Getting there with a little bit of these gentle brush strokes. We're gonna go kind of nuts. Nuts. maybe with this little thing right here. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. That sucks, you guys. I'm so sorry. Well, the reason that I like to paint fantasy is to escape reality, because reality can be kind of dark sometimes. So that's why I so thoroughly enjoy painting dragons. I was telling Smoke and Ace with like my last live stream that one of the things that I wanted to be for a little while was like one of those paleontology or paleontologist artists where you make the paintings or the renditions of like kind of what you would think or what scientists think that that dinosaurs look like based on like descriptions and stuff like that. So like it's like a illustration job where you illustrate dinosaurs. That was something that I wanted to do for the longest time, and I feel like I could still do if I want to, you know what I mean? But the dragons are good practice at the very least, and I personally just really like the fantasy part of it, and just to be able to make up dragons, it's just such a nice thing. This is so cool looking, by the way. Well, thank you! That means so very much to me. I appreciate you very, very much. Always. I am going to... I'm like really trying to make this idea that I have of this ice dragon come to life. I'm not really the greatest at painting landscapes. I've never painted landscapes really until I started painting dragons with slight landscape behind them. Or like, you know, background settings, stuff like that. It's a new concept for me. Let me just put it that way. And I'm really, really doing my darnest. My darnest. I'm working my hardest to try to do that. Because it's a learning experience. It's an experience for learning. I learned quite a bit from it, from even just trying. I don't have any photos, like I don't use really photo reference all too much. I look at photos once in a while to kind of get an idea of what something should look like, but I let my brain interpret what I think it should look like in my painting. So, the dragons and stuff like that, that comes off the top of my head. The landscapes themselves, I just look at a few different reference photos and then just kind of roll with it and try to visualize. Close my eyes, sometimes I can, well usually I can see it in my head, almost overlay what I'm looking at. It's a strong imagination thing. It's like the opposite of like aphantasia. I think I have like hyperphantasia, where you can kind of picture or visualize things in clear, perfect view right in front of you. Whether your eyes are open or whatever, you can just imagine something and it looks as real and clear to you in your head as something actually physically in front of you. So I feel that it helps an incredible amount. To be able to visualize stuff just in my head. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do that. It's like, seriously. It's like seriously the thing that I feel I am the best at. For me, like that I am it's my personal best attribute. It's probably just to be able to imagine things. I think I want to cover some of that up. I don't like the angle that that's kind of coming down. Sounds kind of like but let's go ahead and... A little better if I just kind of darken that up over there. I've always had kind of like the overactive imagination though, where like I would always daydream in class and stuff like that, and it used to be really completely out of my control. It still is. Like honestly, I sometimes just daydream and I can't get anything done. So that can be a real issue. It can get in the way of other tasks. A lot of times it's a source of my brain fog, like that terrible brain fog I just get all the time. Super distractible and ADHD, of course, and yeah, it's just how it is. I'm gonna eat some food and watch anime. The painting is looking great. Have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out and coming over and telling us about VR. And yeah, I really appreciate you. And thanks for feeding the duck. The ducky ducky duck. I appreciate you very much, Linearity. Thank you for coming over, chatting with Keto and I. Have a super good night. Enjoy your anime and enjoy your tasty, delicious food. Yeah. Super cool. So I'm thinking, sky's up there. I sort of want to do like a sunset. I think I sort of want to make like some kind of salmon looking sunset. I have no idea. I feel like it would be good to do a sunset. You know what? I should do a sunset. I should do a sunset to offset all of this blue. And the sunset should look mega orange. Oh yeah. Orange and it should probably go into that magenta as well. Maybe the colors can harmonize a little bit. They can kind of come together. I can see it in my head. I can. And I could put the sun right there. You seeing that right in the center? I'm really thinking that could work. Possibly. Yeah. Something like that. Or something kind of lower, because that's how a sunset should look. I mean, that would make more sense. It most certainly would. Yeah. But in the meantime, while I think about that, I'm still going to continue on working on the dragon himself. Tundra's Majesty. This goofy music. Who recognizes this? You must recognize this. It's one of the new ones I added. Go. Hey. So nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and add some more white to our palette. Constantly. It's a good thing I've got like 3 tubes of white, because I knew I'd be needing it. just gotta get that underpainting done, you know? It takes so much of that. Between that, the underpainting uses a lot of white. But and you don't really need a whole lot more of that. You just kind of need dabs of it. But then when you add like highlights and things like that, that's when you're gonna start to need it again. It's not really... Yeah. There we go. I'm thinking I should do like should do something like this. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the violets. I'm just doing some really fast brush strokes right now. It's almost like sketching. And his face can be in the negative space whilst we work on his hind wing. Here we are. And that's Majesty. He is the king of the Tundra. Which is fine, because I don't want to go there. You know, I'm not going to take his territory or anything like that. Well, thank you. I think this music comes from, I think that this music is one of them that I added. I think it's, if I'm not completely mistaken, this one is the music in Ocarina of Time for the, what are those fish people called again? My brother really likes them. Yeah, it's nice. It's the, Mifa is one of them. I forget what they're called. Yeah, the Zoras. That's what it is. The Zora's Domain. Yeah, exactly. I had a feeling you would know that. I mean, obviously, because you're a Zelda fan. But yes, this is music that my brother, I think, particularly liked. So Rin, who is here often-ish, she is one who basically pointed out the fact that I didn't have any Ocarina of Time music in my playlist. Which is true, and I was disappointed in myself, so I added some finally. It took a while, it took long enough. Yeah. I'm so surprised, man. I was like, I couldn't believe myself. I was like, oh my gosh. How? How could I have not added any Ocarina of Time music? And thus, finally updated my playlist. And it's... Yes, I did. I'm quite glad that I did. Also added some music from Yoshi's Story, Mario Kart Wii, this, Black and White, Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, original ones, not the remakes, because I couldn't get a hold of the new music. So, I added some from Pokemon Snap soundtrack, and that was the Oaks Lab. Yeah, I added the Oaks Lab music because it's too iconic. If you hear that music somewhere, it's like, you know, that's Oaks Lab. And if you don't, you're a fool. But really, like, who doesn't know? Who doesn't know Oaks Lab music? It's one that gets stuck in your head. So yes, I added that. Yeah. Nice little spines that go backwards on his wings. They just kind of point up like barbs. He's a spiky one. He's the king. It's his king spikes. It's true. It's true. Here we are. Just gonna continuously. Alright. How's your week been? Oh, nice week. It's going quite nice. Well, thank you for asking. It's been quite well. We all just kind of got over being sick, but we're not really that sick. We're actually quite okay. My daughter, she went through like hell, pretty much. She's been through a lot. Ruined the painting. Looks like the camera stopped. I don't know what's happening. There we go. It's so funny. That's awesome. Ruined the painting. Yes. I love it when that's redeemed. That's always so fun. Yes, we all kind of like got over something, but it wasn't that bad. I don't think it didn't hit me that hard. It hit my daughter really hard, so it was bad. It was bad for her. And I still kind of have it. It's still lingering, but it's not bad. Unfortunate. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. I'm incredibly fortunate. To kind of like figure something out with this other cloth. It's not quite looking right. Something's wrong about it. Quags love ruined the painting. Oh my gosh, he clipped it. That's great. That's awesome. Hello, Quag. Hello, hello. Hello and welcome. Yeah, ruined the painting always gives me a chuckle. I have to tell you about this time that I was a complete ditz.
And what's new, really? I looked over at my screen on OBS, and I saw my hand marking the painting with without me realizing that someone redeemed her in the painting. And I was actually so tired that I was super wigged out, and I thought I literally tricked myself because, right, like I made this reward and I like actually filmed it, I set it up, and I made sure that, like, you know, it's something that could be redeemed by people, right? Like I made this thing, okay? So I should know better. But when I looked over at the screen, I had, like, my heart sank into my stomach. And I thought that my hand was, like, accidentally marking the painting while I was looking over at OBS. And I looked back and it wasn't, and I was confused. To make matters even more stupid, I was confused for a second because I was like my monkey brain was like, but ruined painting. And then I like, I felt so stupid. And then I was like, oh my gosh. I was literally tricked by my own antics. It was hilarious. It was, oh my gosh, and now I sound really small. So I'm sure you guys are enjoying my explanation quite well. Yes. My own antics really terrified me somehow. And it's embarrassing really, but it's also quite a fun story. I'm not embarrassed. I don't mind being a goof, you know? I can't get embarrassed very easily. You did it so well. Oh my gosh, I mean, it was so much that I fooled myself somehow. Which is impressive. It's impressive, really. I don't understand how one can really fool themselves in their own antics. It's quite the feat, if I don't say so myself. I was extremely tired, but all is well. Because it didn't take me long, it didn't take me that long to realize that I was just being a dope. And that happens. It's okay. It's okay, it was something small someone did. Yeah, small someone did that. It was small someone all along. It really was. It was, yeah, it was definitely not something I did. Not me. So I have to kind of fix this up as well. This is kind of really wigging me out. I need to add a little bit of white here to kind of get some negative space going, and then we can kind of carve out that section. Really, yeah, something like that. You can't really see it all too well in camera view. I feel that is kind of, yeah, it's kind of hard to see from there. Sure is. That's alright though. I can kind of carve out the negative space and do our best to, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing honestly. Oh well, right? Here we go. I gotta go over that a few times. And then we're gonna go ahead and a little bit of white over here. I'm gonna carve that out as well. I'm just gonna do some ink blots and stuff like that to kind of fix this up a little bit more. Yeah. No bread is bad. Yeah. That would be bad. Oh yeah. Yeah, bread is
Bad for ducks, but not virtual ducks, just so you know. Virtual ducks can have as much bread as they want. Poor Ducky. Poor Ducky. You should give Ducky the bread. Make him happy. He like the bread. He like the bread. He wants a bread. He'll cry quietly until you give him bread. If you don't know what to expect or what's going on. It's really scary. Oh yeah, that's really freaky, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably a little freaky. Well, you guys, can you hear me now? I love this voice one. I used to see Flash videos using it. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's super fun. It's really fun to use the what are those called? VSTs. The VSTs is what I like to use for my little voice stuff, because you can like download VSTs from like all sorts of sources, and I found some really cool ones. Like that one is G-Synth, I think it's called G-Synth. I like the ones that start with G. Yeah, those ones are really fantastic. Oh, I think I sent those to McQuacken because I think she was pretty curious about it. But yeah, like, I'm always an open book. I like to share anything your heart desires, any questions that you have about stuff. I like sharing. I do. And so if you want to hear more or learn more about the VSTs that I use, that's totally awesome. Alright. So just gonna kind of paint over that a little bit. It's like, you know, sinking into the void, so it's like something you can hardly see at this moment, but that's totally fine. So, yeah. Sketch honestly needed some refinement. Need like a claw right there, and a claw right there, and a claw over there. And then this claw, oh my gosh, it seriously needs some work, like, holy crap. It's okay, though. The sketch is quite a bit better. I'll just refer back to the sketch, because I knew I'd, like, watch that part, because it's, like, so hard to cover with paint and still see. You, like, can't see anything. That's the truth. Can't see anything I'm working on underneath the layers of paint. So the sketch just kind of disappears into the abyss. So I think I might just want to work on that little piece whilst I can. I'm gonna look at my pictures. I got a picture of the sketch. I've got a sketch picture somewhere in here from camera. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Oh, where are my pictures of that? So I've been working on all sorts of stuff, little overlay things and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's been quite a lot of fun. Let me just kind of outline this over here. to refer to my own sketch as of right now. My own sketch is my reference photo. And it goes straight down. Okay. Here we are. Okay. And then Song of Storms.
We recognize his lip.
Song of Storms. With that creepy dude with his weird little twisty thing. Creepy dude that stands around with his weird little wind thing that he has. My brother always hated that character in Ocarina of Time, and therefore he always hated this music. My brother Prospero. One of these days he's gonna be on here while this track comes on, and he's gonna be like, why? Why? I'm gonna laugh. Wahaha. So funny. You gotta respect him. He made this majestic tune. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad tune. It does remind us of his weird ass, but that's pretty much it. It's not too bad. The tune itself, I would say, it's not all that bad. Yeah, alrighty. So let's get this claw that's pointed down. We're going to kind of add a little bit of dimension there on the claw, on that claw. Yep. Okay. And then I do want to thin this out quite a bit because it's not exact. There we go. With this really big brush, it's kind of challenging, but not impossible by any stretch. And then I want to add some little bits of tones over here. Well, right here. Yeah, it's like pretty much chill time right now. Huh? It's chill time over here in the Sunless studio, where we're just kind of painting the nails of dragons. He looks fabulous with his blue nail. My lingering sickness has been around for so long though, like I can feel my tonsil. Like my tonsil's getting all swollen again. I guess it's because I need to sleep. We've been kind of in need of just sleeping more anyway, just because we're all kind of recovering, but we're kind of also on the verge of sickness. It's bizarre. I don't know how to describe it. I got like kind of bad before, but then it got better. So I don't know what to expect, but I'm glad it hasn't like, you know, been full blown whatever. You know, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was COVID. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. We got tested from our home tests. And we were all negative. But my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law got tested and evidently have the Omicron variant. And just on the 18th, we were all together. Well, my mother-in-law and my brother, and we were all at this Glendale Glitters event, which was super fun. We tried to be really careful, and we used our hand sanitizers and everything like that. But we've all been kind of like sick since then. But I am like my 2 vaccines, and that might even be like why I'm not like full-blown sick. My daughter, she can't really get vaccinated, she's too young. Anyways, she had it the worst. The worst. Whatever she had, whatever we have, she had it the worst. Alright. Did you do the home test correctly? Yes. Still gotta be pretty good inside the nose. Yeah. I would say so. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We have extras, so we could test again if we end up feeling the desire to do that. Might happen if it doesn't go away. But yeah, since I've got the double vaccine, since I've got the first 2, I imagine that if I do have it, it's really not as bad because of it. I really don't have a good immune system on its own. So I trust the vaccine will help me, especially since like the flu vaccine has always done wonders for me. And that's just the flu vaccine. It's always done really, really good stuff for me because my immune system can't really hold its own weight. My immune system is quite pathetic sometimes. But when I take that zinc stuff, it actually really helps. Like boatloads. It helps a lot. It's incredible. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Just keep being cautious and careful. Yeah, we don't really do stuff, you know, like we did some stuff, we ventured out a little bit, over the past, like, month or so, by going to a concert and going to that Glendale Glitters event. But we were still trying to remain cautious, but yeah, like, it's spreading like nobody's business right now. It's kind of insane just how much it's actually spreading. Like everybody is sick right now, and like pretty much everybody has COVID right now, so it's literally worse than it's ever been. Like, as far as my friend circle goes, and like, you know, people that I personally know, it's pretty much out of control. Like, almost everybody is sick. Even I think my brother was sick pretty recently. He got over being sick before he saw us, so like, and he was wearing a mask and everything. We're all yeah, it's kind of nuts, man. insane. Oh, wow. Here we go. Yeah. Boy, boy. Space Daddy. Space Daddy Gangsta. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're in the home stretch for tonight's session. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Keto was here. Husbando was here a bit ago, but he has since had some tasty food, and I imagine he's nodded off to sleep. Thank you so much for stopping in. How are you doing? Will somebody give the duck bread? He's begging. He's begging. Somebody. Somebody. Give the duck some bread. Yes. Just gotta use a little bit of this blue over here. And then kind of just like paint it on and smear it. Oh yeah, smear that blue. It's nice and desaturated. Okay, here we go. I always miss Husbando. I know, it's kind of insane. Well, when the duck asks for bread, what do you do? You'll see. You'll see when the duck asks for bread. You can give it bread. I promise you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the gift sub, Space Daddy Gangsta. Thank you so much for your support, Quags Poo. You guys are amazing. And I appreciate all your support and kindness. It means so much to me. Hype! Hype indeed! Woo! That's awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your kind support. It means a great deal to me, seriously. Like, I'm just there painting the dragons, and having your company is like really freaking awesome. Like, I missed it so much when I stopped doing school. Not in school anymore. It was one of the things that I loved about school was the fact that, what do? See, there's the duck. Y or N? You just gotta make a decision, that's all. That's all you do. Aww, poor ducky. And it's for nothing. Because nothing happens. Aww. I gotta call it a night, but wanted to stop in and say hello before I got off. I'm about to give him bread. Hold on, don't leave yet, because we're gonna give him the bread. There it is. He had his delicious bread. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. I'm about to wrap things up anyways in a little over a half an hour. Anywho, so, you know, that's all saying. Don't really have too much happening at the moment, besides painting dragon. I'm just doing some like underpainting. It doesn't look like it, but I'm doing underpainting. Usually I start grayscale, but since this is going to be a pretty muted painting anyways, yeah, it'll be easy. It'll be easy. I'm just adding some color for some, I'm adding a little bit of nude color for the painting, which is good for painting on top of. Is what I'm trying to say, pretty much. It's good for painting on top of. I'm gonna go ahead and re-wet my what though? Alright. Yep. Finally have a spray bottle. And it is so handy. How could I be a painter without a spray bottle? I'll tell you. I knew what I was missing out on, I just never did anything about it. And boy, it's a game changer. Spray bottle, I'll tell you. How could something so simple? How could something so simple be so helpful? Yay! Yay, he's happy! He's a virtual duck, so it's okay. See, you should never give real ducks bread. Give them something healthy. You know what they really, really like, and it's actually good for them? Get them some dried mealworms. It's a treat. Ducks love them. And they will eat them up. It will be a good source of protein. Virtual ducks love bread. Oh yes, they do. I got 2 bags already. Bags of bread. What? Get 2 bags. Bags of bread. Totally what you're talking about. Absolutely 100%. I'm probably being a moron right now because I actually don't know what you're talking about. 2 bags of dried mealworms. Okay. So silly, so funny. That makes sense. Well, that's because, you know, they're nutritious and that they're healthy and that animals love them and that they are a good source of protein. They most certainly are. Very good source of protein. Oh my gosh! McQuacken! I just remembered you're a dog grandma! Your little puppy had puppies! Your little doggy had puppers. Pupperonis. Now, you're a dog grandma. That's so special and adorable, sweet, and wonderful. All of the things. All of those lovely things. Super exciting. So how are the puppies doing? All those little, wonderful little yippers. Papasaurus Rex. There we go. They're little cuties. They're doing good. 2 babies are so sweet. Aww. 2 puppers. That is wonderful. That That is such good news. Those little babies. Those little babies. Okay, and now I need to do like kind of like some snow over here. So you kind of in your head have to imagine like where the snow is gonna be versus like where the foot is gonna be. They're gonna be slightly different hues. Ever so slightly. We should reflect light in a very different way. Yes. It's not a big contrast. But it's there, enough for you to be able to see the shape. You can see a shape of a dragon. And, he's a big boy. And a big old dragon. I'm such a whack job. Why do you people even talk to me? Oh yes, okay, here we go. A bit of a nail right there. Okay, nail there. And then just kind of like the remnants of the other claw over there somewhere. Cool. I do definitely need kind of like a darker color to surround this because this is not. Something about this just isn't right. I suppose it's that over there. And this right there. Yeah. That'll work, I think. Nice. Cool. Nice and cool. And then, I'll go ahead and use lighter white paint. Needs to be pretty pale. And then it goes over yonder. Up on his booted butt. His butt cheeks. Over here, he's got this thigh, juicy dragon thigh. Over here, a big old thigh, big old chicken thigh over there. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that in. Yes. Use a little bit of that magenta hue. We're gonna just kind of blend that right there. Oh yeah. It's a nice, defined thigh. However, we do need to kind of darken it up. Just over here. Just gotta keep the brush moving. It's like, I feel like a machine. Where my hand just continuously flicks the brush. Eternally. Yes, it does. Almost like some kind of printer or something. Even if it seems like the brush flicks aren't doing anything, they most certainly are. They're moving paint in a very specific way. And I needed to do that. It's such a gentle thing. It's bizarre. The way I'm talking right now is kind of bizarre. But it's how it is, man. It's how it feels. There we go. Go. I might have to go over that again. I have no idea. It's going to work out. Or if that's something I can stick with. This underpainting is coming along, man. Something's happening. Wow, this is taking up so much of my concentration. Apologize for being so gosh darn quiet. It's just quite a delicate process. And that is all. That is it. Yes, this is a very, very intense part. Oh my, that is a duck. That's a happy duck. He's a happy boy. Thanks for feeding the duck plants food. He's a happy boy. Oh yeah, this is a real intense part. It's like, you know, fighting the boss battles. Just gotta get the brush strokes just right. Because they're small, but it's a really fat brush, as you can see. Yeah. I need the contrast right here to be a little bit more. So. going to fill this negative space right here. Go. Who recognizes this track? I added this one today. It should remind you of Yoshi's. If it does, then success. If it doesn't, then you never played Paper Mario. And that's okay. His massive horn crown. It's basically a crown. This guy's got the this guy's got a massive dragon crown. That's what he does. That's what he has. Okay. We'll get some more blue in there for this part. I love this music. Oh my gosh. The Yoshi's Island music. They really did use like Yoshi's Island music. That's awesome. For some reason as a kid, I never put two and two together. Of course, it is Yoshi. Why wouldn't they use Yoshi's music? Wow. Just getting kind of aggressive with the canvas again. Here we go. When you do that with the acrylics, when they're dry enough, you're just kind of staining the area around it and achieving a blend effect that I think a lot of people miss out on because they think you have to have wet paints all the time. You gotta let it dry. Just a bit. Because that's what acrylics are good at. They're good at drying. They're good at not staying wet and blendable. Oh yes, but when they dry, you can use that to your advantage. You can just aggressively attack it and continuously stain the areas around it. Just barely wet to the point that you can still kind of smudge it. But that's about it. Don't be afraid to attack the canvas. Never be afraid to attack the canvas. It feels kind of good to do. You just better have your hand strength up, and I recommend eating with chopsticks. to do that. Just eat with chopsticks all the time. You need something, you eat with chopsticks. Even your bowls of cereal. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But chopsticks are incredibly useful for helping you get the hands. Yes, paint with chopsticks. I bet you could. I bet you actually could. Except it would suck. You'd get zero coverage. But anytime you eat, if you're an artist, or just want to have your hand strength up, even just for writing notes, just to be able to write or paint or draw for hours on end without having any kind of hand cramps or anything like that. Besides just doing it all the time, like people suggest, oh, well, to do that, just paint more, draw more, and it's like, well, you need to give your brain a break too from doing that all the freaking time. So, I always suggest just eating with chopsticks whenever you can. I exclusively use chopsticks in place of forks because of how beneficial it is to my coordination and my my hand strength has drastically improved because of it. Yes, it has. Hey! Way too cool. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. How's everything going lately? It's been a bit. We're all a little bit, in my household, we're all a little bit sick, kind of getting over something. Daughter was real sick. All my friends and my family are sick. Everybody's got the sickness. Yeah, everyone's getting sick. It's kind of freaky. Kind of freaky. A little bit. But hopefully, you are well. Just making a cigarette. Making a cigarette. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating. So you make cigarettes, huh? That's, I mean, not something I've ever heard of people doing before. Sounds fascinating. Besides, you know, like rolling joint. It's probably a little simple. What's everyone up to? Well, as you can see, I am painting. Are they the Cool brand? The Cool. I should do that though, shouldn't I? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can make them your own brand. Make them your own. That's cool, right? Way too cool. If you don't mind my awful dreadful jokes. Well, at the moment I am painting a dragon in Tundra. And he is a little bit fierce looking-ish. I think that I kind of have to use a little bit of dark paints to kind of get into the negative space over here. Yeah. And actually pretty close to pretty close to finishing things up here. In a bit. We've got like 10 more minutes on the clock. So not a ton. I'm just chilling here with Quags and Quackin, who I very much adore. And yeah, I made some little changes to the stream layout. Sometimes I have a hand cam on now, which is super fun. The hand cam shows me mixing the actual paint palette. It's also super fun. Really enjoyed that. And I'm working on the underpainting right now, you know. This is all extremely like very mute color. Like very, very muted. Yeah, I'm not gonna get real crazy with detail or anything like that. I'm just trying to fill and cover canvas. And that's pretty much it. And I'm adding a little bit of like mood color for the underpainting, but I'm not like going too crazy with that or anything like that. Super fun. Yeah. I adore you guys. Just like my little son-love. Which is me, by the way. Even though I'm not like a YouTuber. At least I don't consider myself that. If anybody sees it that way, I really don't care. That's cool too. It don't matter. Doesn't matter to me much. I like my little sun lion. Small sun lion. Yes. Yes, so I pretty much started this with just last session, probably, I guess I would say 6 hours into streaming this, so I'm on session number 2 with the Underpainting on this thing. This is Tundra's Majesty. He's an ice dragon. And he's super fabulous and icy. Yeah, and it's gonna take me a while to get this thing done, but it's a massive canvas. Oh, I totally have to show you something because actually I'm pretty close-ish to finished with my commission painting that I have for somebody. I don't know if you play Pokemon, but if you do, it's not done yet, but it's like pretty close to getting there. There's some things I have to rework, redo, and refine. And some of it's not even like close to finished, like the Samurai here. But right now, I have this Pokemon painting featuring a shiny Raikou in the center. Got a Scizor and a Mega Blaziken, which I want to redo its face. Its face is kind of ugly, in my opinion. I don't like the perspective on it anyways. Garchomp, a Pikachu, a Samurai, and a Decidueye. And, yeah, they're all about to mess up this shiny Raikou in the center right here. He was not fleshed out last time that I had, like when I was painting it. He wasn't done yet, but he's pretty much done. I need to make the floors reflective, and you're so sweet, thank you. I need to make the floors more reflective, and I need to work on some of the background aesthetic. It's going to be like a lab, so you do have like that kind of fluid chamber in there that's half drained. And then you have the light on the wall, the keypad on the wall, but then there's also a little spot for like shelves and beakers and things like that. Beakers and yeah, just all sorts of little lab-looking experiment stuff, and they're going to be in more harmony with the background because the background looks kind of too separate from them. Oh yeah, I saw you painting that one when it was just Raiko. Yes, yeah, I had finished at the time the Garchomp and the Pikachu, but I was working on the Raiko and it was front and center, but it was gray. I hadn't touched it, and then I worked on it for 2 sessions, and then I was like, I just had to work on it because I just had to get some time out of my day to get it done. Now, I'm doing a little bit better on time, as of lately, which is good news. Yes, it is. But I still have a lot of stuff that I need to do, which means, well, it just means I just need to get that stuff done. I have the scheduled ship date for the 3rd, which is coming up super fast. Are you guys excited for 2022? Like, we're not talking about it really, but we should be, because I feel like 2022 is probably going to be a better year. I'm hoping. Because everything's been kind of wacky and sad and depressing lately. And, well, I'm holding on hope for 2022. I know we all said that about 2021, but it was still better than 2020, I guess. Maybe. Depends on who you ask. I mean, a lot of people have been through some serious stuff this year, so maybe I shouldn't say that, but here we go. Grandpa Sunla, what the heck? That's so funny. What is that? Grandpa Sunla, what is this? Hold on. What is this? Kekheim. There it is. Grandpa Sunla. There he is. That's hilarious. That thing looks like a... I don't know. It looks like a cross between a monkey and some kind of like Lhasa or like some kind of Chinese lion or something. Interesting. I like it. I like that little dude. What is that? I don't know who that is, but that's awesome. Super Saiyan. Seriously, it looks like it. No doubt. Looks very Super Saiyan. Is anybody interested in... Oh, never mind, actually. I was going to ask if anybody's interested in raiding, but I feel bad because I'd probably have to dip pretty fast because I gotta go to sleep. I thought I was gonna work on the commission painting, but like I'm kind of getting sicky again, and I just should be getting some sleep. Yeah. Maybe I should just kind of hold off a little bit. I don't know what the goings on with Twitch has been lately. I know a lot of people haven't been accepting raids as much. Oh my gosh! The bread! Yay! Sleep is good. Sleep makes me happy. Sleep brings me joy. The thank you is stuck, I think. Oh my god, that's so funny. It's just stuck forever. That's hilarious. He's extremely grateful because both of you gave him bread, so he's really grateful and happy. He couldn't stop smiling and he couldn't finish all the bread. That's so funny. Yeah, there we go. There's that underpainting. And then I do actually need to fill in a lot more of this stuff. There we go. It's pretty menacing looking. Yeah. Well, I am almost done here. I know it is officially 1 o'clock where I'm at. Lucky me, it's later for you guys. I know that. I know that quite well. And pretty much anybody else that could potentially be viewing as well. Alright, you guys. I guess I'm going to call it a night. I will say that this is pretty decent progress for the underpainting. When I look at it now, it actually really doesn't look like a whole lot of progress, but yay, the snow! And a happy duck! Yay! You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in and being so supportive. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and catch some Z's. Have a super good night, you guys. McQuacken, Quackspoo. Bye. Feel better.